Hey everyone, it's Amy the Goddess. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be seeing what are people currently noticing about you. We have here 3 piles to choose from. They're all eyes. Choose which eye you are most drawn to. Go down in the comment section and click that pile or piles. You can definitely choose more than one, only if drawn to it. But please keep in mind this is a general collective reading for large groups of people. So with that being said, take what resonates and leave what does not for someone else. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, information to book is down in the description box below. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. So let's see what kind of song, what's the vibe of a song you're giving off right now. So let's pull a song. We have Simp. I'm not gonna pull that song because I actually don't know it. So let's pull a different one. Okay, we have Boss Ass Bitch by Nicki Minaj. I'm a boss ass bitch. So you probably could have people simping for you. Let's see what we get from the tarot. What are people noticing about you? Is that you are a boss. You're a boss. What else are people noticing? Wow, that you are extremely attractive. You're definitely in your power. If you're a parent or even a dog or cat parent, you are a good parent. That's what people are noticing, that you actually are a good parent, that you have grown a lot. You've evolved. You're not who you used to be. That you're extremely nurturing. You're extremely abundant. You're very creative, especially the way you dress or do your makeup. Those of you that wear makeup, the way you express yourself is creative, and that's what people are noticing about you currently. People really like your fashion sense is what I'm getting. You have an interesting fashion sense, or the way you wear your clothes is very interesting and intriguing. Your aura is magnetic. So people feel very drawn to you. And that's what they're noticing currently. I dropped a card, but I can't find it. What are people noticing about pile 1? What are people noticing about pile number 1? That you're extremely creative and compassionate. You're intuitive. People are noticing that you're doing things in a new way. You changed something up. You changed up your routine. You changed up, how you used to do something. You're now doing it in a different way. People are noticing that. They're intrigued by that. They like that you're they thought they had you figured. They thought they had you all figured out, and then you switched something up and you came at it a new way. And that's very intriguing. It does also say marriage, so people are noticing that you're husband or wifey material. You're someone that people can see themselves with long term. Wow, the High Priestess. People are noticing that you're extremely intuitive. You're extremely wise. People are noticing that you have high standards. You have high morals. You don't just be anywhere. You're exclusive. Your energy is exclusive and expensive is what I'm hearing. We have another card about nurturing. So you are a very nurturing person, and you are a good parent. People are noticing that you're a good parent, or a good dog parent, or a cat parent, or you're just good with children in general. You would make a good parent. What are people noticing about pile number 1? We have, people are noticing, okay, with that and then this on the bottom, people are noticing that you're fun. You have a fun personality. You have a fun way of communicating. You have a fun way of just being. Like, you're just a fun person, okay? And people like to make memories with you. People have a lot of memories of you that were just good times, fun times. And I'm hearing that song. I'm hearing a particular part. It's not the whole song that I'm channeling. It's a particular part of the song Chandelier by Sia. Ring on my doorbell. How does it go? Shoot, it's gonna bother me. It's like, I'm the one to call for a good time. Ring on my doorbell. Something like that. I don't know. So, like, you're the one to call for a good time. Let's see what else. You are fine. People are noticing how fine you are. You're so attractive. We have here churro. Churro, that makes me think that a lot of you in this pile could love to eat. It's not the case. Maybe you guys smell very sweet as well. We have here deleted messages. People are noticing that you're deleting messages. You are deleting people off your Facebook or your Instagram. You're blocking people. You're deleting stuff. There's supposed to be an E at the end of that. It's supposed to say waste of time. I don't know why. So a lot of people like you, but they won't tell you because they feel like it will be a waste of time to tell you. Because they feel like you don't like many people back. For you to like someone or love someone is really rare. Let's see what else. Train your body. So people are noticing that you're training your body. Maybe you're training your body in the gym. Maybe you're training your body by eating certain food or not eating certain food. Maybe you're waist training. Could be multiple ways that you're training your body, but those are the examples that I'm thinking of. Let's see what else. We have air. So people are noticing that you smell good. When you walk by, they smell the air and they enjoy that because it's not like something bad, right? People are noticing at times you can be a bit controlling. You try to control too much, and that you are unpredictable because, like I said, you're switching something up. People thought they had you figured out, and then you switch your style up, or you switch the way you do something, the way you present yourself in some type of way. Look, we have haughty. So yeah, you guys are really attractive, and people are noticing how attractive you are. Whatever flaws you have, people look past your flaws because they think you're so hot. People are noticing that you don't take things personal. It says, I got my eye on you, which is funny because all the piles were eyes today. So you could notice people noticing you, and they notice that you notice them staring. That was a tongue twister, but yeah, let's pull just a few more. People are noticing that you're going to school, or that you're really smart, or that you're studying, or you read, something like that. Of course, if that doesn't resonate, don't take it, but a lot of you it does. It says here dreams. So you could be popping up in a lot of people's dreams, and they're noticing you. They're like, oh my God, I'm just now meeting pile one, but I had a dream about them. Or I've never met pile one in person, only on the internet, but I've had a dream about them, and they were helping me in the astral realm. You know, things like that. Actually, I lied. Let's pull just one more. Deprived. What are you deprived of? Stir the pot. People are noticing that you stay away. You're deprived of drama. You stay away from drama. You run the other way. You don't want nothing to do with drama. If somebody brings somebody's name up, you don't even listen anymore. You shut down because you're not with the drama. That's what people are noticing. So people are noticing not to even come near you with the drama, and they're deprived of being able to gossip with you. You're not a gossiper is what people are noticing. You don't want to gossip. So I'm going to leave pile one here. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. So let's see, what are people noticing about you? What are people noticing about my pile 2s? What are people noticing about pile 2? Wow. Okay, people are noticing that you like to travel a lot, or you like to travel and try new places, even if it's like food places, or you like to travel and go experience new things. This is also the card of manifesting quickly. So people are noticing that you are a fast manifester. You say something and it happens. What else are people noticing about pile 2? People are noticing that you're really not very emotional. You're kind of nonchalant. You seem disconnected from the world, like you're in your own world actually. But you're very observant to your surroundings. People are noticing that you are quick to cut people off, that you have really strong boundaries, and you do take things personal because it really is that deep to you. And people are noticing that. What else for pile 2? What are people noticing about pile 2? This is another card of travel. So you could travel to go buy your clothes. You could travel to go try new foods. You could travel to go to school or something. There's something here where you're traveling and people are noticing that. I'm also noticing from this card that it says celebration. So people feel like you like to celebrate. This could be my pile that does like the finer things in life. Like you do like to try new foods. You do like to be a little bit bougie at times. So people are noticing that you like the finer things in life. You like to celebrate life. You like to enjoy life. And that includes the nicer foods, the nicer clothes, the nicer experiences, right? But as you can see, this person's alone in their own bubble. So like I was saying, you're kind of in your own world, kind of in your own bubble. You could be a popular loner is what people are noticing. Like you're very popular. A lot of people notice you. A lot of people know you, but you don't let many people into your circle. You could be a one-man band. That's what I just heard. A one-man band. What else? This could also be that you're very private. You don't let many people know things about your personal life. And people are noticing that. Like they don't really have anything to say about your personal life. They don't know much about what you have going on a deeper level. What are people noticing about? Yeah, you guys are very secretive is what people are noticing. You come off very mysterious. People don't know a lot about you. They don't know what to think about you. Let's see. But a lot of people are crushing on you. A lot of people have a crush on you and are curious about you. And the reason why people have a crush is because of that mystery. They don't know what you're up to. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know what you're about, what kind of stuff you're into. But you know what? I feel like you're multifaceted. You could have many talents. You could also like many different genres of music. That's what I'm getting. Let's pull one more card and then I'll pull from the box. What are people noticing about pile 2? What are people noticing about pile 2? Wow, we have the 3 of Swords. That that you're sensitive. That you can be emotional at times. You do seem nonchalant, but like you actually are sensitive, but you just don't show that. And people are noticing that. Some people feel like you're going through like a depression. Some people are noticing that you're heartbroken about a situation, whether it be you're grieving or you're going through a breakup or divorce, or you lost somebody close to you. People are noticing that you're still hurt over that. What are people noticing about you? A lot of people are online stalking you because they're trying to figure you out. Conjure up the new you. So some people feel like they don't know the new you. They don't know what your new hobbies are. They don't know what your new lifestyle is like. They only know the old you. So they're trying to figure you out right now currently. People are noticing that you kind of settled down. Whether it be you settle down with someone or you're just settling down in general. Like you're not on the scene as much. You're not as wild as you once used to be. You're making better habits. You're doing better things. What are people noticing about you? We have, I'm here for you. That when you say you're going to be there for someone, that you are there for them. You're not all talk. You're actually there for people that need someone. You could be the one that people like to vent to. People are noticing that you're a good person to vent to because you actually listen. It says, if the intentions were obvious, you would reject it. So people are noticing that you know when people are not sincere. People are noticing that they have a bit of envy towards you. So some people could be staying away from you because they know you can sense it. People are noticing that you seem a bit sad. You seem not as happy as you used to. People are noticing that you're passing tests. That you're a very calm energy. So your aura feels calm. It says lavender. Lavender is very calming. It's very soothing. So that's like what your energy is like. It says here law of rhythm. So you guys could have a lot of ups and downs in your life. And people notice that. But also this is giving me the sense of you actually have rhythm. Like you could be talented with music. What are people noticing about you, Power number 2? That you actually came out on top. That every time you go through something negative, you somehow transmute that. And you turn it into a positive experience or a learning experience. That even though it has you down for a while, that it ends up making you stronger. People are noticing that they can't change you. You change for yourself or because you want to change. You don't change for another person. You live to the beat of your own drum. Some people could find you difficult because of that. Because you don't change. You may not adapt. But you mostly stay in your own lane, which is what I was saying earlier. You're kind of in your own world. So this is what people are noticing about you, Pile 2. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next reading. Pile 3, what are people noticing about you? Okay. Challenge. What are people noticing about you, Pile 3? That you're very ambitious. You are very action oriented. If you say you're going to do something, you're going to do it. You're very driven to succeed. People are noticing that you are competitive. You're not going to let anyone stand in your way of your goals, your manifestations, and what you want out of life. Let's see what else people are noticing. What are people noticing about pile number 3? It says, people are noticing that you're changing. You're moving on from past situations. You're no longer stuck on people from the past. This could be a particular person noticing that you're moving on from them. But you move on quickly in general, people are noticing. Or at least they think you do in their eyes. Let's see what else. What are people noticing about you, pile number 3? People are noticing that you're a very forgiving person. If people have showed that they changed, that you do forgive them. You do give chances to people, but only so many. They have to prove with action that they are changed or that they are sorry for you to forgive them, though. You're not like someone that's a pushover at all. People know they have to come correct if they want to be back in your life. We have the Hierophant. So, people are noticing that you are a very spiritual communicator. Like, when you speak, you say a lot of spiritual things. You could be one of the person that says something like Grand Rising or Divine Risings. You could be a person that uses like a lot of spiritual lingo, if that makes sense. Like, you have spiritual wisdom and you talk about a lot of spiritual stuff. Okay, you could have a lot of answers to things in a spiritual way. So you could be kind of like a spiritual leader in a way, or a spiritual teacher. You teach people a lot of things, especially about spirituality. And people are noticing that. What else are people noticing about pile number 3? That you're a hard worker. You're a very hard worker. You do pay attention to details, and you slowly start to get better at whatever it is you do with work or with your hobbies. You've gotten better over time. People are noticing that. It says not for you. Bi curious. So some people are noticing that you had like a little, and again, this isn't for everyone, but people are noticing that, you know, you're not into the same gender. You could have been curious about it for a while, but then people are noticing that it's not for you, or like they think you're faking it, which doesn't have to be true, right? Because a lot of this could be assumptions of what they think they're noticing and not what they're actually noticing. So keep that in mind too. It says monkey see, monkey do. So people are noticing that people observe you and copy you a lot. So a lot of people could copy you, copy your style, copy your lingo, copy the way you do certain things, like the way you dress, the way you do your makeup, just certain things about you they could copy. People are noticing that once they meet you, that they can't stop thinking of you. So you're very unforgettable. You stay on people's minds. What else are people noticing about pile 3? Let's pull this one. Matching energy. Yeah, people like to match your energy. People like to copy you. People like to be like you for whatever reason, right? You could be very influential. We have here a musician. So some of you are musicians. And if you're not a musician, people notice that you have some type of talent with music. Some of you came from pile 2 as well. Let's see what else. People could notice that you don't like when people leave you or abandon you. You don't like when people say goodbye without... You don't like when people leave without saying goodbye. And you don't like when people don't greet you and say hello, like, and just ignore you like you're not there. You don't like that either. Like, you like to be properly greeted. Hello and goodbye. What else are people noticing? That you're the same person, but in a different body. Your body could have changed a lot. You could have gotten smaller, or you could have gotten thicker, depending on who you are. But a lot of people are noticing that you look like a doll. You could have doll eyes. Your eyes could be very noticeable to people. Very beautiful eyes. Long eyelashes and stuff like that. Or you wear falsies. What are people noticing about you? Higher dimension. People are noticing that you're starting to go into a higher dimension where you once could have been someone that was depressed. You're starting to come out of some type of depression. What are people noticing about you, pile 3? We have let it go. Yeah, you're learning to let things go. You're learning to move on and just let things be what it is. Law of detachment. You're starting to just accept things for what they are. Accept people for who they are. It says sonobilo lipo. So some people think that you gotten lipo, or they noticed you lost weight in certain areas. I'm hearing all the right junk in all the right places. I'm hearing that song. What are people noticing about you, pile 3? It says secret relations. So people think you have a secret relationship with someone. Could be a roommate, could be a friend. They think you have secret relations with this person. What else? Alpha. People are noticing that you're an alpha, that you're a leader. What else are people noticing about 3? Marriage. People are noticed that you've been in marriages before or serious relationships before. And it says cake and eat it too. You like to have the cake and eat it too. You like things to go your way. Some people are thinking you're a player. Yeah, third party. Some people are thinking that you cheated in your marriage or in your serious relationship. And they're noticing that you're a player, which it doesn't have to be true. This could be a false assumption that they're noticing, right? So don't shoot the messenger. Let's pull just one more card. What are people noticing? Enemy. People are noticing that a lot of people have a problem with you, but it doesn't bother you. You're still focused on your own life and on your own thing. You're very unbothered about who doesn't like you. What are people noticing about pile 3? Whore. People think you're a whore. People think that. It doesn't have to be true, though. This could be a lot of people could lie and say they slept with you when they haven't. That could be a big thing for this pile. What else for pile 3? What are people noticing? Last resort. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation. No breathing. Don't give up. If I cut my arm bleeding. Some of you lost a parent and people are noticing that. How it affected you. Or you got abandoned by a parent or something. People are noticing that you're fun to party with. People like to party with you. Narcissists are hurt people. Some people think you're a narcissist, and that's why you're a player. But you're a fun narcissist, and you're a self-aware narcissist. And it doesn't have to be true. This could be coming from one particular person. Shows no emotion. They could think that because you don't really show much emotion either. You could think more logical than emotional. That could be why people are thinking that. What are people noticing about pile 3? One more. I said I was done. Yeah, this could be an ex-coworker saying this or thinking this about you. Savior complex. So people think you like to save hoes. You like to save people from their karma or whatever they're going through. People are noticing that. And again, that doesn't have to be true. This could just be their perspective on it, okay? So don't shoot the messenger. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next reading. Bye.